The Second Book of Kings, Chapter 1. And Moab rebelled against Israel after the death of Ahab. And Ahaziah fell down through the lattice in his upper chamber which was in Samaria, and was sick. And he sent messengers, and said to them, Go, inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron, whether I shall recover from this disease. And the angel of Jehovah said to Elijah the Tishbite, Arise, go up to meet the messengers of the king of Samaria, and say to them, Is it because there is not a God in Israel, that ye go to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron? Now therefore, thus saith Jehovah, Thou shalt not come down from the bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt certainly die. And Elijah departed. Verse 5. And the messengers returned to him, and he said to them, Why have ye returned? And they said unto him, A man came up to meet us, and said to us, Go, return to the king that sent you, and say to him, Thus saith Jehovah, Is it because there is not a God in Israel that thou sendest to inquire of Baal-zebub, the god of Ekron? Therefore thou shalt not come down from the bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt certainly die. And he said to them, What manner of man was he that came up to meet you, and told you these words? And they said to him, He was a man in a hairy garment, and girt with a girdle of leather about his loins. And he said, It is Elijah the Tishbite. Verse 9. And he sent to him a captain of 50 with his 50. And he went up to him, and behold, he sat on the top of the mount. And he spoke to him, Man of God, the king says, Come down. And Elijah answered and said to the captain of 50, And if I be a man of God, let fire come down from the heavens, and consume thee and thy 50. And there came down fire from the heavens, and consumed him and his 50. Verse 11. And again he sent to him another captain of 50 with his 50. And he spoke and said to him, Man of God, thus says the king, Come down quickly. And Elijah answered and said to them, If I be a man of God, let fire come down from the heavens, and consume thee and thy 50. And the fire of God came down from the heavens, and consumed him and his 50. Verse 13. And again he sent the captain of a third 50 with his 50. And the third captain of 50 went up and came, and fell on his knees before Elijah, and besought him, and said to him, Man of God, I pray thee, let my life and the life of these 50 thy servants be precious in thy sight. Behold, there came down fire from the heavens, and consumed the 2 captains of the former 50s with their 50s. But now, let my life be precious in thy sight. And the angel of Jehovah said to Elijah, Go down with him, be not afraid of him. And he arose and went down with him to the king. And he said to him, Thus saith Jehovah, Forasmuch as thou hast sent messengers to inquire of Baal-zebub the god of Ekron, is it because there is no God in Israel to inquire of his word? Therefore thou shalt not come down from the bed on which thou art gone up, but shalt certainly die. And he died according to the word of Jehovah that Elijah had spoken. And Jehoram began to reign in his stead, in the 2nd year of Jehoram the son of Jehoshaphat king of Judah, for he had no son. Verse 18. And the rest of the acts of Ahaziah, what he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the kings of Israel?